Hey guys, in today's video we're going to talk about an easy way for senior golfers to get more distance. Hey guys, Eric here at the Bethlehem Golf Club. Want to let you know what you're about to see in this video. This is a portion of my live lesson with George. You'll see what we're working on here, how he can gain more distance as a senior golfer. Now, we actually put together a senior masterclass on this same topic. We'll include the link in the description down below if you want a step-by-step guide, if you're a senior golfer, on how you can gain more distance. And as always, all of our members at CogornoGolf.com not only get the master classes for free, they also get our entire site at Cogorno Golf, all of the step-by-step learning, as well as access into our Facebook group where you can post up your swings for me to see and I can help guide you guys to get better. Hopefully you enjoyed this lesson. This full 1-hour lesson will also be on CogornoGolf.com. If you're interested in checking that out, the link will be in the description down below. Thanks, guys. By the time you leave here today, what would you say would kind of constitute a good session? What do you want to leave here with?
Consistency and understanding my swing.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. And define consistency for me.
Not having any missed shots.
Can't eliminate bad shots. Not possible. What we can do is, I think what you're saying is maybe get rid of like the really bad ones and then make your bad ones closer to your good ones.
Right.
Is that fair?
Right.
A lot, like if I recorded you when you went to go golf, let's say, and you hit, or even when you're hitting balls here, and let's say you hit 100 shots, and I recorded all 100 of them. When you hit your really good shots and your really bad ones, if I showed you the video, but didn't show you the outcome, I think you'd have a really hard time telling which was which. I think when you go golf, the really bad shots usually are swings that aren't in fact that different than the really good ones. It takes a lot of effort to actually move a club in space and speed. So usually what happens, and we'll see when we go through the mechanics, like I said, will be pretty simple. Usually there's a couple of things that you do that when you do them a little bit more, a little bit less, result in a way different ball flight pattern, even though you did almost the same thing, which is a good news thing, because usually it's not that you did something drastically different. But like you said, there's a lot of variables involved with that. But we'll go over the mechanical stuff for sure, make sure we have that those pieces down pat. See if we'll talk about why that push fade comes in, how to turn that into a draw, if there's potential there for more distance, gain clarity on the swing, get rid of the bad shots, or at least understand why they're happening and how to fix them. Okay, cool. The biggest thing here is club path. And that is that our club path reports that we are too far to the left or outside in or over the top type of pattern. For us to eliminate the kind of push fade and to improve the contact, get rid of the shots that are like that far off. Right. This is going to help us identify what are the 1 or 2 things. The things on here is just showing us is, hey, our club path's a little bit too far left, our angle of attack's a little bit too far down. When we watch the video here now, it's going to show us why that's happening. When you go back during your backswing, definitely the lack of body turn creates some issues. And really the biggest issue we'll see here at the top, right? It probably doesn't look exactly like what it feels. No. Compared to if we watch him go up to the top, we'll see a lot different. Hand path would be the first thing. Right. So if we trace where his hands go and trace where your hands go, his hands go much more in as they go up. Right. Whereas yours go much more up, right? Right. You don't quite get the in component of it. Right. And then at the top there, you're still very far forward on your toes just because of address. Yeah. But when you make a backswing turn, what you said to me earlier is very much true. We just said you go very far up with the hands, whereas the idea would be we want to go in and up, kind of like on a 45. The biggest thing that controls that's how much I turn. If I don't turn at all going back, as you'll see from face on, I can't get my arms across my body, right? Right. I have to go basically straight up. Right. The issue is you got to hit the ball from there. The biggie from here is going to be the body turn. Right, so here, you're not turning at all. No. And so because you don't turn, you see that elbow separation because it's the only way for you to get back. Like if I don't turn, I have to start bending my right arm a lot from here. Elbows get really far apart, and then I have to go up and across it, kind of see like a flying right elbow type of look. compared to at this part, left arm parallel for him, we would see, I mean, you can see as he goes. And listen, you potentially are not going to move exactly like Adam Scott.
No, I
just
don't
as
think so.
As a model, right, of where we want to kind of move towards. But we'll see him the whole time. He's turning right from the get-go, and he's turning progressively all the way back. So if we get him the left arm parallel, he's probably got, he's probably about 75 degrees turned there.
Right. And
whereas
I'm not
we're
turned
very
at all.
little, right? And we'll see the same thing at the top. So just very little turn. Everything else is a reaction to that.
Right.
So that'll be part number one. Again, the turn and the hand depth pieces will go together. And then all of this is just a reaction. Like all this. And like, listen, you do a really, really, really good job of where you are from the top, making that work with your ball flight pattern. But the reason you get the ball pattern you get, like to me through the ball, you're excellent. From like here through the ball, you're great. It's just everything what you did beforehand to get yourself there makes it so much harder. That's why you get those goofy shots. That's why you get those push fades. That's how we could fix both of those, is turn, hand depth first. And then we got to learn how to hit from there, right? But let's get back there first, and then let's talk about how to get down from there. For us to go from, let's say you have, I'm making numbers up, let's say you have 30 degrees of shoulder turn. And our goal would be to get close to 90. To go from 30 to 90 is going to have to feel like 500 in the beginning. So we're going to start out with less of like how to turn exactly, just we're going to try and increase the amount of turn we do. I'm going to give you a little feel to do so. And as we do that, the hands should start to work in as we turn. So we're going to focus just on turn first. If the hands don't work in as much as we want, we'll add some feels in terms of getting your hands deeper. These simple little feedback, I'm going to keep this for a second.
Oh.
The little feedback drill that I would do in terms of turn, of how much turn am I looking to get. If we put an object inside of the right heel, right foot, have you seen this before?
Yes.
Something like this? And so the goal would be, I'm trying to turn an object on my shoulders over that object. Like when I look in the mirror, that's about 95, maybe 100 degrees of turn, which is what I'm looking for feel-wise. Now for me, when I hit, that feels like more turn than I normally do. I, like you, tend to not turn enough, and I get vertical with my arms and hands. I get too far out, and I miss a push cut. Mary can testify to my push cut, same thing. So for me, when I'm on the course and practicing, I have to feel like I'm making a huge chest turn. Like my chest is moving way off the ball to the right with a big turn like this. And for me to get my hands from above my arm, like let's say my normal backswing is about this high, and I want them to be on my left arm, I feel like they're going like this. Almost like through my pocket, super deep, just to scale the exaggerations. But for you in terms of feel from here, us getting from here into this would be a beginning point for us. Then we'll talk about tilts and stuff. So let's hop in there and give that a feel just for a second. Our goal would be for you from here to feel like you get this club here across the club on the ground.
And that's going to be an effort.
That's a
That's
big turn,
good, though. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that one more time.
Now that's not too much.
No, check yourself in the mirror here. Actually, you'd think after like 100 years, I'd be able to get a mirror in line.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, but that's how I feel when I'm doing it too. Let's do a big turn. Good, look in the mirror. So that's really just like, just 90, right?
Yeah.
But for you, it should feel like 1,000.
Yeah.
Now, let's with a club, we're not gonna hit, I just wanna make a backswing turn. Let's feel like we make that same turn just for a second, just to get on the same page with what that's supposed to feel like. No downswing, just backswing. Feeling like that club across your chest is going against the ground. You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one more time. So right now it's just all about bigger turn. Good, excellent, good. Now relax for a second. Now, before we hit any, I want to talk about how to do your hand path. Because you normally didn't turn, just like me, there's two things that happen as a result of it. Number one, when you don't turn, the hands go up instead of in. With me on that?
Yep.
The second thing is when we don't turn, we also tend to get narrow. We're very close to our shoulder because I have no turn. add a little bit more width instead of being so narrow here like this. So as we go back, really the goal is going to be bigger turn, more hand depth. But as we go at the top, when I see you, your hand finishes very close to your shoulder, narrow like that, make solid contact, consistency very difficult. As we work inside, it'd be nice too if we had a little bit more width. Hands were a little bit farther away from my shoulder because now I can because we turned. We're gonna go big turn, and as you turn, I'm gonna do your hands with you. So ready? Let's do big turn. So now get your hands more towards me. Yep, push them away from your shoulder more. Keep going. You can let this down a little. Good. So from here, turn your chest more if you can. Where's about your turn, Max? About there?
Yeah.
Feels like a huge turn. Let this straighten your right arm. Relax this a little. Good. So this would be more at the top of the swing where this would, like ideally, we would get more into here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, out of habit, you're gonna get like this still.
Right.
Okay, which we saw at the top.
Right.
Now, I'd love us to get out here more.
Right.
In the beginning though, my primary concern is let's get your body in a position where we're able to do so.
So the turn is, it's the turn and not the hands that get the club back there.
It's both. But if you don't have turn, all you have is hands. If you do have turn, you can have both. That's it, good. Start coming down. Attaboy, good. Same thing. Yeah, good, start coming down. Awesome, one more. Yep, start coming down. Okay, now I'm gonna put a ball in there for you to hit. I want this first one to go like 60 yards, 70 yards.
All right.
Short, 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 short. And then I might hop in there and actually turn you on a couple, but I wanna see what you do one by yourself. Big chest turn, short little tiny swing. Aha, there we had our first noodle hit. And so what happens is when I move out, right, and I'm not making those movements for you,
Right.
what has to happen is your level of exaggeration is gonna have to increase. You're gonna have sensation like you're turning almost even before your arms and hands go back and turning a lot. So on these, when you're hitting these, your sensation needs to be like, I'm making the biggest backswing turn I've ever seen of any person ever.
Okay.
And when you feel that amount, we'll probably get about 3/4 of the way.
Yeah.
And so, and it's got to happen early.
Okay.
Right? So when you do your takeaway, if I go like this and my arms and hands go back and my chest doesn't turn at all early, I already lost the race. My hands are already so far out in front of me, I have no time. You almost have to have a sensation like your chest is turning early, right? Before the arms and hands even start working back at all.
Gotcha.
Big chest turn early. Cool. Excellent. Good,
What's
good,
that, a
good.
hook?
That's a draw. You haven't seen that in a while, huh?
No, not with that club.
So here's your about normal. Now right now I need more chest turn. Good. Okay, good. So here's where you are normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now from here, you have to feel like your hands, they can either go up or they can go in. Really, we want them to do about some amount of both. You need to feel like your arms and hands, keep turning. You need to feel like your arms and hands are so far this way inside, and the club head's just drastically behind you.
Okay.
Now from here, they don't go up and get narrow and come
Right.
over. They stay back here
Right.
as you start working back down.
Okay.
Now in reality, again, we'll be more turned than that. We'll have a full big 90-degree shoulder turn. Yeah, that's for you, what's gonna have to feel like that.
Okay.
This should feel like your left arm's really far against your pec, your hands are really low and inside, the club head's really far inside, right? And it stays back here as you work up and work back down. This drill to me is kind of the best one, where we have this stick on the ground on the inside part of your right foot, and you're getting your chest over it and kind of to the right of it.
Right.
It's a little bit of an exaggeration. I don't actually want you to do it. Let's get that club across your shoulders one more time.
Oh.
Yeah. And let's line this up inside your right heel, and we'll take a normal setup position together. So normal feet width. Yeah, you go where you feel normal, I'll put it in there. Yeah, you'd be a little wider than that, right?
Yeah.
Good. So what I want is, if this is on the inside of there, I want this here. Let's hold this with your hands. Let's kind of cross them up here. I want this here to get over that line, both in turn and in space. You feel how when you do that, you have to feel like your chest is more this way? Feel that? instead of it being over here. It's gonna feel like you're kind of off the ball a little bit. Yeah, that's how far that needs to feel.
Wow.
For me to get that over there, I feel like not only do I have to turn, but I also have to move my chest a little bit to the right.
Okay.
That only makes sense for you because you go this way to the left, right? So it's really just trying to find center. Yeah, that'll probably be a little easier. And then we can watch ourselves in the mirror. Can you see yourself there to the left a little?
Yeah.
So that would be a perfect turn.
Yeah.
Yep. One more. I'm going to get a little massage later. See the chiropractor. Excellent. Good, relax. And again, not as though we need to go all the way that far.
Yeah.
But the closer and
Just
closer
to
we
get the feel.
No doubt. The things we want to do, which are distance and draw related, the more and more we do this, the easier it is to do our downswing pieces. Let's do one more with that. I want you to feel like you're getting over that with your shoulders.
And hit the ball, right?
Yep. Overdo, don't underdo. Hands more forward. Yeah. Good. That was excellent. Beautiful. I should have felt pretty good.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that was good. Big chest turn like you're going over that stick again. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. And see here when you do this, do you need to turn like Adam Scott to hit good shots? No.
No, I'm not going to be able.
You don't have to. But if we go from 30 and we get to like 30 degrees of turn to like 70 first,
Right.
then we're closer to Adam Scott, right?
Right.
And then you don't have to do as much when you start working back down.
Right.
Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed this lesson here with George. Again, this was only a little bit of a portion of our full 1 hour lesson. All of the 1 hour lessons will be on cogornogolf.com, available for premium members. If you would like to check that out, we'll include the link in the description down below. We'd love to see you guys there. Another reminder, every Monday at 5 p.m. we are here on YouTube live for Rapid Fire Golf, where I answer your golf questions. Would love to see you there as well. Thank you guys.